you've got some contracts you're going to be working on with distributors in Australia and New Zealand. Well, he just spent several hours. Bob's in Kansas City. My son's in Reading. He just spent several hours working on contracts with these people from New Zealand and Australia. And the prophet just picks it up and he says, pay special attention to, there's a company starts with a K. Well, that's the company, Coorong in Sydney, Australia. Just random stuff. So whenever he calls, we go, it's going to be a random moment, but it's going to be a good one. So, so anyway, I really believe this is the word of the Lord for you. And decrees are coming forth from the Lord that are going to be life-changing and very directive, very directional. He gave Psalms 48, verse 3, about God being in his citadels. So just ponder that one. He said there's going to be a release that I would release a mantle to them like Joseph. Joseph, now this has to do with the role of the body of Christ in this region. Joseph's dreams were not fulfilled until he helped fulfill Pharaoh's dream. And there's a role the body of Christ has to take where the unbeliever is not the enemy. Where we actually stand alongside of them for the fulfillment of purpose and dreams. And in that process, the Lord actually brings them into the kingdom. So we've got to erase that line between secular and sacred in our own personal lives, and then between how we treat people, that we can treat people who don't know the Lord with honor and respect. And that the Lord is going to release a mantle for Joseph. So when I'm through with this, we're going to pray, and I just believe that the Lord's going to honor this word and release a mantle over people for Joseph. Joseph came into Pharaoh's house, most unqualified person on the planet in a sense, right out of prison. But God opened the door for him to have a place of extraordinary influence over a nation. And so we're going to pray for that in a moment. Let me just go through this. There's going to be a shift from surviving to supplying. Boy, come on, bring that one on, Jesus. There's going to be the start. Now, Bob's given me this word several times, and so it may be that this region has a key role in this. So I'm just prophesying in part here. But there's going to be the start of a benevolence empire for California. A benevolence empire. There's going to be something through the Josephs that are raised up and released where there is going to be a benevolence movement with extraordinary resources moved by great compassion, where money is invested strategically that changes the history, the course of history for people's generations that have been locked in poverty for generations. Things are going to break. And the Lord is going to release an ability to discern and to recognize proper places to target resources that will actually not just go into like pouring money down a drain, but it'll be strategic, wise investment that will actually impact society.